How's it going, guys, and welcome back. In this video we're going to be checking out a really cool method to make it a lot easier to capture some of the 1% spawn rate Pokemon such as Sizzlipede in Pokemon Sword and Shield. But let's quickly jump into what I'm talking about here. In the Pokemon games, all of our Pokemon have abilities, and amongst these abilities there are certain ones that make it so the wild encounter you randomly come across has a 50% chance of being a specific type. So in the case of Sizzlipede, for example, he is the only fire type you can encounter in Route 3 that's not in the overworld. That means when the exclamation mark comes up and you find a battle, he is the only fire type that can show up. So if you have a Pokemon with Flash Fire, which makes it so there's a 50% chance the next random encounter is a fire type, you've got a 50-50 chance of that encounter being a Sizzlipede, which means you're pretty much guaranteed to get one every few fights. An easy Pokemon to capture early game with the ability Flash Fire can be Vulpix if you're playing Pokemon Sword version, and Growlithe if you are playing Pokemon Shield version. Both can be captured in Route 3 in the overworld. So as long as the Pokemon with this ability is in the first place on our team, even if this Pokemon has fainted, the effect will take place. So in this case, if we're looking for Sizzlipede, which is a fire-type Pokemon, we're going to put Growlithe with the Flash Fire ability in first place on our team, and this will increase the chances of finding said Pokemon by 50%. And the same goes for, let's say, electric Pokemon. You can get yourself an Electrike or another Pikachu, if you do happen to have one already, that has the static ability, and this will do the exact same thing, but with electric Pokemon, making it a 50% chance of one of these showing up. Now comes the unfortunate part. In some of the previous Pokemon games, there was also an ability called Magnet Pull, which quite a few Pokemon had, but unfortunately all of those Pokemon have been removed and are currently not available in Pokemon Sword and Shield, meaning it looks like there's no way to currently have Magnet Pull, which is the one that gives us 50% chance of getting a Steel type Pokemon, which is exactly what we'd need for Ferroseed. Which sucks because I spent many hours looking for Ferroseed, and it's a really tough one to find unless you get really lucky. And even if they're not 1% spawn rates, they either got like a 5% spawn rate and you're going to speed up the process, this is also a really good way of doing it. And there is a third ability called Synchronize. What Synchronize does is it boosts up to 50% the spawn rate of any Pokemon the same type as the Pokemon with this ability. Now, most of the Pokemon with the Synchronize ability are Psychic types, such as Espeon, for example. However, there are some others who can have the Synchronize ability, such as Umbreon, who is a Dark type. So I know it's not the perfect solution, but it's the best we have so far for speeding up the process for these. I deeply apologize for anyone who is probably still looking for Ferroseed. He's out there somewhere, I promise you. I hope you find this video helpful, guys. If you did, don't forget that thumbs up button, subscribe for more content coming very soon, and we'll see you next time.